when the night has come.
Song lyrics can be so simple.
And the land is dark.
They tap into our hearts and often speak in broad strokes. But the way we receive them is entirely individual.
Be afraid.
This story could be simple. It could be an uplifting story of a veteran named Bill Ferraro learning the guitar to control post-traumatic stress disorder. But Bill needed years just to get in this room, and PTSD is one of a myriad of battles he fights daily.
I was like totally shut down and didn't want to talk.
Bill served 22 years in the Air Force in countries like Spain, Korea, and Germany. He returned and was diagnosed with PTSD, and agoraphobia, and severe anxiety. He dealt with nagging injuries in his hips and back. He did little about any of it for a decade.
I couldn't even go outside and deal with people. I didn't care what I thought or what anybody else. I just wanted to be left alone.
Bill's story is intensely individual. His inability to seek help is frighteningly familiar. In public, those who serve are lionized and revered, often as one large, abstract group. Rarely do we learn of their specific journeys to the limits of physical strength and emotional trauma. There's no easy way to umbrella them all.
VA is a federal agency.
Sherman Gillums is a retired Marine and a senior leader with the National Alliance on Mental Illness.
A lot of gaps open up when you put everything on one federal agency. I'm still waiting to see evidence that the commanders and the senior enlisted leaders get it.
From the top down, the VA offers blanket services for veterans seeking care. Meanwhile, programs like this one, Guitars for Vets, are all over, the products of nonprofits and those trying to give back to those who serve.
It's not a substitute, it's a complement.
Jim Carney runs the chapter in Richmond, Virginia.
They view us not only as someone that's going to teach them a skill of being a guitar player, but also someone that they can talk to and open up to and feel safe with.
Here, we continue Bill's story. After 10 years of shutting down, he sought help and began taking medications for his depression. He was assigned a therapy dog named Venmo and became more comfortable in public. Then, he found the guitar.
When we play, it's just like I release, all my emotions, and it sets me free.
Johnny Jones served with the Marines. The guitar for him relieves physical pain from 15 years ago when he broke his back.
You have an hour or so of just peace.
The injuries, the hurdles, the treatments. It's hard to account for all. It's hard for many veterans to have faith in the system.
A lot of them really just don't look into what's available to them. They just kind of go along, go to the hospital, do their sessions at the hospital, and then they're, think, oh, well, let me get out of this place.
If veterans are allowed to sit at the center of their care, it's going to look different for everybody.
One more chorus.
Today, Bill Ferraro can sit in this session and learn an instrument and know he still feels pain and burden. He knows his story and his life will never be simple, but he also knows the importance of pushing through it. In Richmond, Virginia,
Stand by.
I'm Matt Pearl.
Stand by. And that's kind of it. That's the song.